I'm Jenna Budell with the news. The DuBois County Health Department confirmed 35 new cases of COVID-19 over the weekend. 16 cases were reported on Saturday, 15 on Sunday, and 4 as of today. DuBois County now has a total of 1,078 cases of COVID-19. 167 of these cases are active, and 892 have recovered. 19 deaths have been reported as well. 8,673 residents have been tested for the virus as of Monday morning. The best way to keep yourself and others protected is by practicing social distancing, washing your hands frequently with soap and water, and to mask up. If you are showing symptoms of COVID-19 and need to be tested, schedule an appointment at DuBois Spencer Martin County testing site by visiting scheduling.coronavirus.in.gov. If you have no internet access, call 812-329-0523. The site is located at 400 South Clay Street in Jasper. The Indiana State Department of Health is reporting 3,454 COVID-19 deaths, 125,976 positive cases, and 2,181,850 Indiana residents have been tested for the virus by Monday afternoon. The numbers for our viewing area are as follows. DuBois is reporting 1,078 cases and 19 deaths. Pike with 244 cases and 4 deaths. Spencer with 303 cases and 3 deaths. Perry is reporting 240 cases and 13 deaths. Martin with 174 cases. Davies with 717 cases and 30 deaths. Orange is reporting 298 cases and 24 deaths. Knox with 579 cases and 10 deaths. Crawford, 122 cases, 1 death. Posey with 438 cases and 2 deaths. Lawrence, 568 cases, 29 deaths. Gibson is reporting 623 cases and 6 deaths, and Vanderburgh is reporting 4,298 cases and 32 deaths. To see a map of cases by county, head to in.gov/ISDH. A former local youth mentor who has been convicted of child molesting has just been sentenced. 28-year-old Nathan Albrecht of Ferdinand was convicted on 2 counts of child molesting on September 3rd of 2020. He has now been sentenced to 30 years in the Indiana Department of Corrections. The charges in the case and subsequent convictions stem from an investigation that began on August 20th of 2019. At that time, Officer Christian Gogol of the Ferdinand Police Department met with the mother of the victim, who had filed a report alleging the ongoing child molestation of her child by Albrecht for a period of 6 to 9 months. The victim's mother told officers that her child was involved in a group called Mentors for Youth and that Albrecht had been the victim's mentor for the previous 2 years. A forensic interview was conducted by the Southwestern Indiana Child Advocacy Center Coalition in Jasper on August 22nd of 2019. Forensic interviews are done by professionals trained in interviewing child victims in cases alleging child sexual or other abuse. During that interview, the victim confirmed Albrecht had abused the victim on more than one occasion. The victim also reported to forensic interviewers that the abuse began toward the end of the last school year and continued through up to 2 weeks before the victim's mother notified police. On August 23rd of 2019, Albrecht was placed under arrest and charged with child molestation and child seduction at that time. The jury trial, the first in DuBois County since the COVID-19 pandemic, was held over 2 days. Albrecht was convicted of 2 counts of child molestation as level 1 felonies and 1 count of performance harmful to a minor as a level 6 felony. Albrecht will have to serve at least 85% of that sentence before he would be eligible for release. Two Pike County men are facing various charges after a traffic stop on Friday morning. 28-year-old Aaron Shover of Winslow and 52-year-old Paul Shover of Petersburg were pulled over after making an unsafe lane movement on US 41 in Gibson County. After noticing signs of impairment, troopers called for a canine. Once the canine alerted troopers to the presence of narcotics, they searched the vehicle and found small amounts of methamphetamine, marijuana, and drug paraphernalia. Both men were arrested and taken to the Gibson County Jail. Aaron Shover is charged with felony counts of operating a vehicle with a passenger less than 18 years old, possession of methamphetamine, and misdemeanor counts of possession of paraphernalia and marijuana and operating a vehicle while intoxicated. Paul Shover is charged with felony counts of neglect of a dependent, possession of methamphetamine, and a misdemeanor count of disorderly conduct. Paul Shover's 14-year-old, who was also a passenger in the vehicle at the time, was released to a family member. As a reminder, the DuBois County Health Department is helping the community gear up for the upcoming flu season with a special clinic. This late-night clinic is for anyone wanting to get a flu shot and will be held on Wednesday, October 7th from 4 to 5:30 p.m. No appointment is needed. Please bring a mask along with your ID and insurance cards with you to the clinic. Both indoor and outdoor stations will be set up to maintain social distancing and to speed up the process. Daily walk-in flu shots are also available for all ages. Daily flu shot hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and no appointment is needed. If you have any questions, call the DuBois County Health Department at 812-781-7060. Haunted Huntingburg is back. Next Saturday, Destination Huntingburg will host the annual Haunted Huntingburg event at Market Street Park in downtown Huntingburg. 4 food trucks will be on site from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Those trucks are Taquiero Eliano Food Truck, Chino Taco Truck, Oink Smokehouse, and Rock-A-Burger. Music will be provided by a Southern Indiana band called Jam Storm, performing from 4 to 7 on the amphitheater stage. The evening will end with a movie viewing of Hocus Pocus at 7:30. All events are free and open to the public. For more information, please contact Sarah Flamian, Executive Director, at 812-301-2209 or by email at sarah@destinationhuntingburg.com. The name of a former Indiana University president is being stripped from locations around the Bloomington campus over his support for eugenics. The university's Board of Trustees voted 8-1 Friday to remove David Starr Jordan's name from a classroom building, a parking garage, and a campus creek, a step recommended by school president Michael McRobbie. Jordan was an IU zoology professor before serving as IU's president from 1885 to 1891. Eugenics is the practice of controlled selective breeding of humans, often carried out through forced sterilization. And Jordan wrote about his belief that humanity would thrive only if the fittest were promoted. And we'll take a look at your weather forecast when we come back on 18 WJTS.